Don't blame yourself if you forgot that there is another Star Wars game in the works over there at EA that isn't titled Jedi Fallen Order. After canceling 3 to 4 different Star Wars games over the past 10 years, the Star Wars and gaming fandoms have basically given up on EA in any Star Wars game that they release. But during all this commotion, the video game developer EA Motive, who created the campaign for Battlefront 2, has been working on their own Star Wars game titled Project Maverick. We first heard of Project Maverick back in February this year from Kotaku's former editor Jason Schreier, who said the game was a smaller, more unusual project. And we've learned a little bit more about the game since then, but nothing officially from EA themselves. After months of speculation, we now know that Project Maverick will release during EA Play on June 18th. There should be a small teaser trailer on June 16th leading up to EA's event. This news comes from Bespin Bulletin, who has an accurate track record for inside scoops. So far, what we know about Project Maverick comes from industry insiders, and this is what we know. A leaked image for the game came out in March showing a Star Destroyer and a small fleet of X-Wings. The game will be a multiplayer game, and it looks to be based around space combat. From the leaked image of Project Maverick alone, we know that the game is taking place during the original trilogy era of Star Wars. The first leak on PlayStation back in March showed that there might be a beta for this game. If that beta happens, it will likely be sometime this year, and so far reports have indicated that Project Maverick has a release window in 2021. Project Maverick is said to be a flight simulator, but from what we know in the March leak, we know that the game is not PlayStation VR compatible, which kind of counters a lot of speculation that fans have had that it's going to be a VR game. I personally hope it's not a VR game, and despite some, I would say, negative speculation on a lot of Star Wars fans' part against EA, I don't think it's going to be a mobile game either. I think that would disappoint countless people to have a project like this being worked on for so long. Just to be a mobile game? I mean, come on. Now, EA has done a good job on keeping Project Maverick under wraps for the past few years, and I think it represents a big potential turnaround for EA after the rocky road to the Star Wars license. Like we said earlier, after canceling multiple Star Wars games and dropping the ball on Battlefronts 1 and 2, a lot of gamers and Star Wars fans lost all faith that they had in EA and their ability to handle the Star Wars IP. But after Jedi Fallen Order being successful and Battlefront 2 constantly improving over the years, EA is now at a different standing with the Star Wars IP. So far, the only real hit they've had with everyone that had a positive reaction at least is Jedi Fallen Order, which really turned things around for EA in terms of how the fandom looked at the company and their ability to make Star Wars games. Project Maverick could be another step in the right direction for EA if it's a game that we all positively react to. If it's a negative game, if it's filled with microtransactions, it'll kind of bring down the perception of EA yet again among Star Wars fans and make a lot of fans wonder if they should continue to have the license after 2023 when their deal with Disney ends. Right now, with the way things stand, I say a lot of fans would probably want EA to lose the license in 2023 with Disney to exclusively make Star Wars content and to make Star Wars games. But if they do well with Project Maverick, like they did with Jedi Fallen Order number 1, and the positive reaction that we now have to Battlefront 2 after the big debacle that it had when it launched, let's say they do well with Project Maverick, and let's say Jedi Fallen Order 2 is a big success in 2022. I could see a lot of fans turning their opinion around on EA and saying, well, maybe they should keep the license a little longer because now they've learned from their mistakes, but also they've also done a lot of damage to the license by canceling so many IPs and projects that a lot of us would have wanted to see and that had a lot of potential. EA's dropped the ball, there's no doubt about that, but can they pick it up and turn things around and hit a three-pointer from afar? Who knows? We'll have to see what Project Maverick does. Being a smaller scale, experimental, unusual space combat flight simulator game, it just sounds extremely confusing. I don't think we can properly judge it until we get the reveal for it, but even then, will it be enough to get a lot of Star Wars fans interested in it? Because, to be honest, not very many people know this game is even happening. So tell me your thoughts below. Are you excited for Project Maverick to be revealed at EA Play next week on June 18th? We're supposed to get a teaser trailer on June 16th. Are you excited? Are you interested in EA and what they can do with the Star Wars license in the future? Or the game, Project Maverick, being made by EA Motive? Please comment your thoughts below. I'm Star Wars Only. Hope you guys liked this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe because it does help out the channel. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you, always.